Companionate. Companionate love consists of commitment and intimacy. Such relationships are much stronger than a usual friendship, and there's a true attachment between the partners. Yet this is a rather chaste agreement because this type of love lacks passion. Psychologists say that the companionate type of relationship can arise after long years of an acquaintance or marriage. Fatuous love. This type of love includes commitment and passion and is familiar to many couples. This is the kind of love that exists when two people are really attracted to each other and are ready to follow certain traditions like lavish weddings, exchanging vows, and sharing home duties, but don't have true intimacy. Psychologists think that such couples can live together for a long time, but their happiness is relative. In fact, they don't perceive their partner as a friend. Playful love. It's the butterflies in your stomach, the giddiness you feel when you see your love walk through the door, and the feeling of never wanting to be without them. Studies show that when people are experiencing this type of love, their brain is acting much like it does if it was on cocaine. In other words, your brain is lit up and active just like someone who is literally high on a drug. It makes you feel alive and excited about life. Liking. In such relationships, you can always be yourself. In this type of love, people are usually united by common interests, views on life, and the feeling of being understood. Romantic love. This kind of love includes passion and intimacy. People in such couples are attracted to each other and feel comfortable next to one another, but they're not ready to make serious commitments. Relationships of this type often don't reach the level of cohabitation or marriage. Obsessive love. Mania is not necessarily a good type of love because it is obsessive. It's the type of love that can lead someone into madness, jealousy, or even anger. Many people who experience this type of love suffer from low self-esteem. They fear losing the object of their love, and this fear compels them to say or do some crazy things in order to keep them. If not kept under control, mania can be very destructive in some cases. Empty love. Couples experiencing this type of love have only commitment without intimacy and passion. Sometimes this type of relationship appears after a big, fervent love, and sometimes it's vice versa. People who experience empty love can change, which adds passion to their feelings. Pragma or enduring love. Pragma is a love that has aged, matured, and developed over time. It is beyond the physical, it has transcended the casual, and it is a unique harmony that has formed over time. You can find pragma in married couples who've been together for a long time, or in friendships that have endured for decades. Unfortunately, pragma is a type of love that is not easily found. We spend so much time and energy trying to find love, and so little time in learning how to maintain it. Infatuation. This is the period when people barely know each other, yet feel a mutual attraction. In such a relationship, two people often don't have the faintest idea of whether or not they have anything in common, but they stay together anyway. According to the psychologist, this infatuation can transform into something more complete over time, but this doesn't always happen. Many couples don't get beyond this type of love. Consummate love. This love consists of all three components: passion, emotional intimacy, and commitment. Of course, their levels aren't always equal, but it's important to note that they're all here. You can rarely see this type of relationship, yet if people manage to build them, they truly love each other. Such couples will most likely be able to live a long life together and enjoy their marriage. Affectionate love. The Greeks defined this kind of love as affectionate love. In other words, it is the kind of love that you feel for your friends. Ironically, the ancient Greeks thought this kind of love was better than eros, sexual love, because it represented love between people who considered themselves equals. Eros or erotic love. Eros represents the idea of sexual passion and desire. The ancient Greeks considered Eros to be dangerous and frightening, as it involves a loss of control through the primal impulse to procreate. Eros is a passionate and intense form of love that arouses romantic and sexual feelings.